Welcome to the Homebrew Challenge, where we are brewing all 99 beer styles. I've got Hernan to help me today. Hernan, what are we brewing?
Heute brauen wir Munich Helles.
That's right, we're brewing Munich Helles.
Let's do it.
You got the whole world pressing your face, and when you look around.
So we have freshly milled grains, and what's the base malt for this one?
We have 8.5 pounds of German Pilsner.
Right, and then to that we have added a pound of Vienna Malt, and then just 4 ounces of Victory Malt, and this should give us a beer around 5.2%. We're going to mash in now at 148 Fahrenheit.
We all hit all the bad memories, play over again, and heaven only knows how far it's really gone. You're down on your knees with a heart on your sleeve, and heaven only knows.
So as far as the BJCP guidelines go, this beer is the first in a new category for me. It's category 4, Pale Malty European Lager. And for European, you can really read German because all the stars are really primarily German beers. And this one is 4A, which is Munich Helles. And according to my guide, this beer originated in 1894 by Spaten and is now the most popular beer style in southern Germany. And southern Germans, you have extremely good taste, because I'm a big fan of this beer style too. Now Munich Helles, it's one of those styles that people will often say this is a real test of your brewing prowess because there's just nowhere for off flavors to hide. The thing is about that, I keep hearing it. I keep hearing it with so many of the lagers that I've brewed so far, but I do get the point that this beer is malty without being sweet, and is a slight hop bitterness without being particularly overpowering. So it's going to be a challenging one for us to brew. Right,
here's a challenge. Can you say that?
Well, Hernan has been taking German lessons. So Hernan, what hop are we using here?
We're using, I'm going to read it, literally, Hallertauer Mittelfrühe. And I butcher it. So we'll take comments on how to pronounce it.
But basically what we want to do here is, we're using this for bittering and the flavour and aroma hops. So 1.5 ounces is going in at 60 minutes, and then at 15 minutes we'll put another ½ ounce in.
That should do it.
Hallertauer Mittelfrühe.
Mittelfrühe. Apparently there was a leak on the previous brew. I think we have fixed now.
Not a drop.
Still pretty dry.
For yeast, it's Wyeast 2308 Munich Lager yeast. Made a starter of this in advance.
Right, so we got a gravity of 46. Correction for temperature 48, and we're shooting for 48. Right on the money.
Have you ever met Miss Lindy?
So this is 4 weeks on. Time for our tasting. Actually 3 weeks and 6 days.
3.5. Yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't wait any longer, so we're gonna have a go at this. So first of all, let's take a look at the appearance of our Helles beer. What do you think?
It's pretty clear.
Yeah, it's full and clear.
Yeah, it's a Helles beer, so it's on the very light side. It looks good carbonation.
Got a little bit of a hop aroma. I think that's the Hallertauer.
I will not say that again.
God, I thought I'd give it a try. Hallertauer Mittelfrühe hops. Okay, let's go for the taste.
Yeah, enough talking.
Indeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
Oh man.
For me,
Under 4 weeks.
yeah, I'm very surprised at the crispness of this beer, given the fact that it is only, 4 weeks old.
There's still a little sweetness.
It's still a little sweet,
and,
yep.
and you can even. This is pretty good.
Yeah. So you're surprised by its taste despite its age. Let me surprise you further by telling you something you don't know about this beer.
It's not the one we brew.
No, that would be a good one. The thing you don't know about this beer is there was an accident during fermentation.
Now you tell me.
Now I tell you. So the temperature probe on the freezer malfunctioned, and I completely froze the beer, like 100% block of ice.
In the fermenter.
In the fermenter, and this was before fermentation had started. So this was like, or right at the start, so maybe like 2 days into the fermentation, I froze the beer and did not know what to do. Now, what I ended up doing was defrosting the beer and then just hoping that the yeast would restart. And amazingly, about the day after it defrosted, the bubbler started bubbling again, and it ended up attenuating all the way down to 1008, which is what we were expecting it to get to. So despite freezing the beer, it ended up recovering and being just fine.
So that I'm not surprised. It would have been the other way around if it went too hot, and then that kills the yeast. But in freezing it, I mean, you get frozen yeast.
The yeast didn't seem to care too much about that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm pleasantly surprised.
I'm pleasantly surprised it made beer at all because of the problems, and even more surprised at how well that's come out.
Yeah, and it's pretty pure too. Maybe the freezing helped with the
It really worked on the clarity there.
the cant and all the suspension stuff.
Right? Yeah. Who needs gelatin when you can just freeze it?
You can
thing?
freeze it.
Yeah.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.